Hey guys, so I'm back with a new video and let's talk about Achoura. So first off, I'm just gonna say I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name of the film wrong. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not 100% sure because this is based on Moroccan folklore, so I'm not 100% sure, but so yeah, if I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. If you know how to pronounce it, let me know in the comments, like phonetically. But yeah, so as soon as I knew about this film, like I read the summary, I was like, this looks like one of my all-time favorite films, so I really wanna watch it. So I reached out to the production, they sent it to me, so I'm here talking about it. I'm not gonna waste any more time and let's just jump straight into the video. So the basic premise of the film, it's pretty simple. It's about four childhood friends that in the past something happened and one of them goes missing, and 20 years after this event, that kid that disappeared, he returns and they are faced with the demons from their past. Pretty simple, pretty similar to I know you know what this movie reminds you of, and I'll get into it. But first, let me tell you who stars in this film. So it stars Sofia Manoucha, Younes Bohab, Omar Lotfi, and Ivan Gonzalez. I hope, again, I'm pronouncing everyone's name right. But these are Moroccan and I don't know where everyone is from, but yeah. They're foreign names and I don't know if I'm pronouncing them right. So again, I'm sorry. But past that, let's get to my thoughts. So overall, I think this film is pretty solid. It's nothing like super different or anything, but it's pretty enjoyable. And when I said that this reminds me of a movie that I love, and I'm pretty sure you have that name in your mind right now, I'm talking about It by Stephen King. And yeah, the story is so similar. And actually, while I was watching it, I noticed a lot of Stephen King references. Like there's a cornfield that really reminded me of In the Tall Grass. There's one shot where the car goes up a mountain and it's really similar to that shot from The Shining. Obviously, the whole story of this film is super similar to It. Like it has the kids versus adult aspect, it has the monster. Yeah, it's super similar to It. And one of the characters is even called Stefan. I think it's pronounced Stefan because most of this film is in French. So I think it is pronounced Stefan. But I don't know about you, I really thought it was because of Stephen King. But I don't know. If you know more about like what the director wanted, if like he's a fan of Stephen King, let me know in the comments. But I just really noticed all of these details, and yeah, all of it really reminded me of Stephen King. And because of that, this film ends up being a little bit predictable. Like, yeah, you know where this is going, sort of. There's a few things different to it because this is based, as I said, on a Moroccan folklore. So they add those elements of their culture, and I really like that. But yeah, it's super similar to It. It also takes a lot of time to like present you with something new. Like it takes like 40 minutes before everything that I said in summary happens, and just after those 40 minutes you are introduced to something different. So you might want to have that in mind. But I really liked acting. In the beginning I was a bit not sure because it starts with a flashback with a few kids and I wasn't really like sold on their performance, but as soon as we see like the actual kids and the like grown-up versions of those kids, the acting is pretty good. I also think it's a really well shot film. However, the CGI is really bad. I actually read somewhere that they spent 3 years perfecting the CGI, and still it's pretty bad. I just think if they went with the Guillermo del Toro approach to this, it would have been better, because I really liked how the monster looked. It's a really cool design, but it should have been like a person wearing a suit instead of being CGI, because yeah, it wasn't great. Still, it didn't really took me out of the film. I was still engaged, and I was still invested in where it was going, because it does have like a different end, and I wasn't expecting like the decisions. I still think it's a solid film and it's an enjoyable watch. It just doesn't really present you with anything really different, because it's super similar to it, just with a little sprinkle of their culture. And with that said, let's get to my scores. So overall, I give the film a 2.5 out of 5. As I said, it's like middle of the road, because I was invested, but I was also really aware of how similar it is to it, and there's just way too many things that are the same. But yeah, I love it, so I think I'm a bit biased because I do like this story, but I think there's enough here to have like a good time and just chill a little bit, I guess. Cinematography, I also give it a 2.5 out of 5. If it wasn't for the CGI, I think I would give this at least a 3.5, because as I said, it's really well shot, but the CGI not good. And originality, I give it a 2 out of 5, mainly because of the culture, because they do incorporate things from their culture, but in the end of the day, it's kind of a rip-off of it, so yeah, it's not super original. So yeah guys, these are my thoughts on Achoura. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I think this is going to be available on VOD on December 14th. So if you watch it, let me know in the comments your thought. If you have seen it already, also tell me what you thought. Let me know if you caught all of those like Stephen King references. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!